I thought our guys came out with a sense of urgency tonight. That's what we've been emphasizing for the past, few days before coming to tournament play. But I thought the guys were extremely focused in practice, focused in shoot around, focused in pregame throughout the whole ordeal. And they came out with a sense of urgency tonight and played the type of defense we're capable of.
Questions?
Jordan, were you feeling a little bit tonight?
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I was pretty locked in before the game. We got pretty close last year, too close actually. We ended up losing, so I just wanted to will us to a victory tonight.
For either one of the players, how excited were you guys for a third crack at Morehead State?
Very excited. Coach Will came back to the hotel after the game, after we scouted a little bit, and he was told it was just the game we wanted. We wanted to show that we could compete with them after they stole 2 games from us that we feel. But we just was excited. That's why we came out with that much energy, because we feel like it's going to be tough to beat us this third time.
Coach, can you talk about Patrick's play? I think 10 assists and just 1 turnover.
He's the glue to the team. That's why he's a first-team all-conference type of player. I consider one of the best guards in the league. And he's the key. He runs the team for us. And Jordan Cyphers and Kellen Thornton and Robert Coven, those guys are able to get good looks due to his play and teams that are keen on scouting him, and he makes us go. So I think he's key to our success this season.
Robert had just 3 points in the first half. You didn't need it then, but in the second half, you needed most of the 18 he got. How big was he?
Rob is big. We expect Rob to step up, and as you guys know, no lingering effects from the injury. I expect him to step up, and I'm challenged. I don't look at him transitioning and getting back in the fold. The time is now. That's with each and every one of these guys. I expect them, if a guy plays for me, whether it's 10 seconds, 5 seconds, or 5 minutes, I'm expecting those guys to produce. And I've challenged those guys from day one with that aspect, that mentality. It's got to be a defensive mentality, and we got to focus, and they got to be all bought into what we're doing in the program.
Coach, there were bodies flying, and it's for the players too. There were bodies flying, people on the ground, tables at risk. Can you talk about the physicality of this game?
Well, as I always go back to when I was hired, they said, what's going to be different in the past teams with your program? It's going to be my DNA. When I played college ball, guys, I wanted that physical contact. I liked the rough play. And it just shows a sign of our maturity that you're going to have to play physical basketball. You're going to have to play tough basketball. They're going to be nice where you don't get calls you think you should get calls, but you got to be able to fight through it, whether mentally, physically. You just got to be ready to go. I challenge the guys, if the ball's on the floor, get that 50-50 loose ball. Deflection, active hands. So just challenge these young men to step up to the plate.
What was the team's mindset when they cut it back down to 3?
Our team showed some poise, and they showed some resilience, and that was important. That's what I put on the board. Hey, poise was the first thing I put on the board, because as we all know, basketball is a game of runs. Basketball game is a run. Against this team at our place, we were down 20 with 7.5, 8 minutes ago. We came back and made a 1-possession game, so it happens. So you just got to show some poise, especially in a key moment. Got to be able to make a shot. And the guys made shots. You look at the stats. You look at that big 4, and they made plays and made shots when we needed, or they got a defensive stop.
Jay Harris's play, though, too. He came up in.
Jay Harris, he's a great defensive on-ball defender. He gets after. He's a moat out there. He plays extremely hard. He gives us what we need defensively. And he made some good decisions. That's Jay's biggest thing. He was able to make some shots, and he made some key decisions.
For both Jordan and Patrick, obviously last year you guys made a run in this tournament, came so close. Are there some good memories on that floor, or is it the bad memory from last year? What do you feel when you kind of step back out there for this tournament?
I feel nothing but anxiousness. When I got on the floor, I felt like, man, I wanted to win so bad because we lost by 2. I think it was a charge call at the end. They ended up putting us down. I think Robinson shot at the end, but I couldn't wait to get out there. I was going to win so bad. I'm so locked in right now. I'm ready for the next game right now.
For me, I remember last year we had to play Morehead, and so we beat them to go to the championship. So I know we could come out and win this game. We just wanted to play hard. We just wanted to make sure that they didn't come out and play harder than us. The mindset this could be our last game, and that we still lost 2 games to them. So whatever we do, just leave it all out there on the floor, and then if we did that, we'll come out with a win. That's what we did.
How's it make you guys feel going into the next game against Belmont?
I feel pretty confident. I know we can play with Belmont, even though they're a very good team. We're like a streaky team. We get on a lot of win streaks, so we're able to win 3 in a row. think it's possible.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty good game. I think we're ready. This game I think prepared us with Belmont because we came out hard and we're gonna want to do that again tomorrow against them. We're gonna be the most physical team against them, so we're gonna come out aggressive and be physical with them and try to get the win.
Travis, do you think there's any advantage to the fact that you guys played a game tonight, or is the advantage on the side of the team that sat on the side watching?
I've been on both sides. It's a give and take. You know, you just have the team that's ready to play, team that shows up, team that sticks to the game plan, team that shows a sense of urgency. So I've been on both sides. So it's just amazing, you know, getting this opportunity. You know, against a really good, well-coached Belmont team that I respect. You know, Coach Bird, I respect what they do. You know, our program is changing the culture to getting us the buzz back in our program. And these guys have done an outstanding job of really putting the buzz back in the program. I applaud my ass to these guys. And I never take these moments for granted. And TSU, Tennessee State, shouldn't take these moments for granted. Or our community or the city of Nashville, because, you know, we're out here making a sacrifice. These young men making a sacrifice to keep this thing going. But we're excited about whoever we play. That's another game on our schedule that we have. That's someone we have to go through to continue to achieve our goals and dreams. And these young men want to cut down their nets. These young men want to get championship. You know, they want to be successful, and they are going to be successful. And that's what I want them to do.
Will you have to pull back on the reins at all tomorrow night? I mean, since it is Belmont, it's gonna probably be a pretty big crowd.
Do I have to do
Pull back on the reins at all for the emotions of these guys?
No, I don't think so. I think we have a very experienced, mature team, and I just, you know, my thing is, you know, we play those guys twice. You know, first time we played them without Robert Cummins, second time we played them out of our place, and I just think for us, you know, we have 4 strengths guys that are healthy, and I think that's the main thing for us. We get key guys that are healthy, but more importantly, you know, the thing I do as a coach is focus on what we do, and that's how I prepare my team. We focus on what we do, and everything else will take care of itself.
Any other questions for Coach or the players? All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys,